Uh-oh. It's the end of the world. Storm isn't reviewing what he'd said he'd review.
We got a glitch. Abort the plan! Abort the surprise! Abort the babies! Everybody run!
Mes ne prekės.
What's up everybody, this is Storm from Storm and Blackbird, and I've got some explaining to do. In order to do the DMR review, I have a bit that I have to use. And for the life of me, I can't get a hold of it, so you have to be patient for a bit. This is the Binoculars review. The DMR review will be done in another time, so let's get to it. Up front, I just want to thank the Lithuanians for making this gun on Bigass. It is incredibly useful and it is also a high risk, high rewarding weapon, which makes it kick ass.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
For starters, it has a 4x and 16x zoom. No other weapon can zoom that far than the Binoculars. Other than that, it is also one of 2 weapons to feature a compass. To be fair, it isn't really that useful, but what is useful is that it is one of 4 weapons that has night vision. To do this, you have to zoom in and press the flashlight button. It's only useful in night mode for that matter, so if you have per se a gun that has no night vision, you can probably use the binoculars to fill in that space to hold a tactical visual advantage over your enemies.
You know who I am?
I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV.
The gun doesn't fire any bullets. Instead, in whatever point of the map you fire it on, you will send a signal to an unknown being up in the sky, and for a few moments you will receive a capsule in that very spot. I'll get to that later on. Another feature to it, or detriment, is that you cannot throw any grenades once you equip this. This makes this gun secondary optimal, but you can use it probably to some extent.
Drop dead!
I don't do requests.
Now here's the problem with the binoculars. You see, the availability on this thing is low. You can only find this in the red and blue tents. What puts this down even more is that the binoculars are non-replenishable. You cannot find ammo for these anywhere. And regardless if you're reloading it or not, you cannot switch to another binoculars. So you have to go to 2 different weapons that are not binoculars to get another new binoculars.
You sell sound! It's all bullshit! All of it!
Now here we come to the unique stats of this gun. First off, it is a designator. A synonym of this would be a target locator. This means that if you fire a certain point on the map, you will have to wait till something finally comes out of it in that very spot. Though the amount of times you can do this is very limited, because in Final Bigass it only has 1 in the mag. Or batteries? Whatever. Once you're done reloading, you can fire another load again, and again, and again. Because this has an infinite ammo capacity.
Hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble.
With so much ammo, you can just abuse this, right? Well, it's the rate of fire that's the problem with this thing. You see, with the rate of fire coming in at less than 1 round per minute, this is literally the slowest gun in the whole map. This sucks against other players, so you have to take upon a different role using this. And thank goodness there is, because the specialty of this weapon lies in what it shoots out. As mentioned before, this gun doesn't fire bullets, but instead it sends a signal to an unknown entity up in the heavens, and if you press your firing button, you will hear stuff like this. Coordinates received. Stand by for orbital drop. Coordinates received. Capsule incoming. 1 resupply capsule ready to go. Roger that, capsule launched. Keep an eye out for weapon drop. And once you hear that, you are sure that the signal was sent and the capsule will arrive. Once the capsule lands, you can get the following stuff out of it. You can get a health pack, a gauss sniper, and 1 of each grenade type. There's a lot to be said on this capsule drop. First off, this is the only way you can get the gauss sniper. This is also the only gun that can heal you. This is also the only gun that gives you grenades. The more we go into it, the more we would think that this weapon isn't actually a killing weapon at all. It's a support weapon. It'll help you and your teammates in need.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Oh no. This gun also has a dark side. Because if you've seen the clips me and Taiwan made, this gun can be turned into a really incredible killing machine. The first thing we have to discuss though is what happens after the capsules land. You see, the capsules land on the ground and will emit a blast radius. And if a blast radius exists, there is also a damage output. In the center of the blast radius, you will get a damage output of 1,750 at the edge of it.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, but we're not done yet, because the blast radius on this thing is amazing. Its most effective radius happens in 4.5 meters, but its ridiculous radius ends at 11.88 meters. Hands down, no other weapon emits a large enough radius as this one. The Binoculars rival the Scorpion blast radius.
You're fired.
As if the damage profile of this thing does enough, we still got damage multipliers. The capsules do a multiplier of 1 on everything. Well, it's not a surprise considering 1000 damage kills everything on this map. Everything!
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
You can also potentially kill anyone from anywhere, because the range on this thing is infinite. This just means that you can go at the edge of the map and kill someone without him even seeing you, or anyone for that matter. This is how strong this gun is. Another thing to discuss about this is its raise times. The gun has 2 raise times and will happen at a certain situation. For once, it has a full raise time. That means when its magazine is full, it'll have a raise time of 0.2 seconds. If the gun is nowhere near full, it'll raise immediately. I guess that means the battery is too heavy for the Spartan to pick up immediately.
Milk is for babies. When you grow up, you have to drink beer.
Now that I've shown you how much of a monster these capsules are, let me tell you what puts this gun off from everything else. The reload times. Well, for this particular gun, it's actually called a charge time. There's no going around it. The reason why this thing has less than 1 RPM is because after the first shot, it'll charge 66 seconds long. This means you will wait 1 minute and 6 seconds before you can fire another capsule. 1 minute in this map is crucial. You're gonna be stuck there waiting for it to charge, and that's detrimental. Waiting on action is really devilish. Really. I mean, if we added another 600 seconds, we would have an interesting problem.
What?
666, Chode. It's the sign of the devil.
And because of that charge time, we can definitely see 2 game styles implemented into the Binoculars. The offensive role and the supportive role. So, in the first one, you will have to use the capsules as weapons and the Binoculars for meleeing other people. This is utterly humiliating for the others because getting killed by just the Binoculars that does not throw grenades at all will make them shiver in pain out of utter laughter of their own skill.
One of life's baffling mysteries, kind of like how Jean-Claude Van Damme ever had an acting career.
This is what I meant when it is high risk and high rewarding. This is a troll setup. It is made for people who are just bored and want to take up the challenge of killing people without trying. I recommend you just stalk the enemy base to do this. Doing this in the open field will kill you every time. There's no way of going around it. In the supportive role, you're basically giving your capsules to your teammates in need. They want a gauss sniper, you can give it to them. They want health, you can give it to them. Grenades or mines, whatever. It is there for the taking. For a secondary, there's really no way of going around it. Use the gauss sniper. You can deliver capsules to yourself, and you can get the gauss sniper. This is also the only way to get the gauss sniper, which means you can potentially use the gauss sniper forever with this setup, because you can infinitely get capsules, given you are really patient and don't shoot everything at once.
Can't do that.
But beware though, If you're gonna do that, you will be camping. And camping is designed for fairies. But I only say that on team objective type game modes. If you're gonna do it on Slayer, I have no arguments against that. Your point is to kill, so camping is a miss. So just go on Slayer, go to a spot where you're godly camouflage, and have fun raiding the base with your Gauss sniper. Basically, you are camping the spawn, which will give you a lot of kills, without dying eventually. This is the best method I could find. Camping. Another good reason to use the binoculars is in King of the Hill. People will be staying in the hill. With vehicles. There are 2 open spots for this. If you aim at a vehicle, it'll also explode and emit the blast radius. So you can undeniably kill people without being seen. Speaking of vehicles, you can use the capsules to destroy falcons and or scorpions. You just have to be lucky that they stay still enough for the capsules to come in. If you're gonna do this, you will ironically kill the campers. Overall, these binoculars are strange, but unique. They fit in certain game types with certain game styles. I enjoyed using these, probably because I am incredibly patient. I get to use these binoculars and look at enemies doing something. It's strange, but you can learn a lot from them. And so, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you join me next time where I'll be finally covering the DMR. I promise that. See ya.
Mas na práquias.